Chewy,
What?
what should we do for the intro?
Dude, since the last podcast I've changed personas. We're gonna need to get updated art for the goddamn podcast.
Who the frick are you?
Ow! Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fluffed Up, a podcast for furries by furries that's breaking multiple road laws by doing this.
It's not illegal. I'm just holding a phone, and we're driving.
It's in the broadest sense legal.
So let's put it this way: a lot has changed since our last recording.
Too
Chewy,
much.
what are we in?
We are in a 97 Lincoln Town car.
What happened to your PT Cruiser that you said was a tank?
The tank sprung a leak that I could never close.
And there's not enough duct tape in the world.
That entire valve would have needed to be replaced, and I would have needed to take the engine block out. And trust me, at some point, it's not worth it to work on that piece of shit contraption of a VR device.
See, the thing is Chewy's had car problems. Wolfotech now has car problems.
I fixed mine by buying a car.
There's no cars available.
That's why I bought it from my wife's parents.
This is Wolfotech's problem. My transmission's going out. So yeah. Luckily I have a motorcycle, and it's above freezing. It's okay.
For like a week.
Yeah.
Last Halloween it snowed. I don't know how much time you have left.
That's why I'm trying to get tires on the truck.
But it's transmission, not tires.
Well, no, my car has transmission issues. My truck has tire issues.
Oh my god.
It's cheaper to fix the truck right now and try to get a new car.
Speaking of which, this car has utility tires.
I noticed that.
AKA, like, you know, the Ford Transits, stuff like that, those big old utility trucks that always have too many ladders on them. This is the exact same tires.
See, and that's probably why it's so quiet, and like there's a lot of bumps on this highway. We're heading to the Madison meet right now too, so
it's the first one that's happened since second one, but first one that everyone's going to.
Yeah, I didn't make it to the other one because it was the same weekend I was up at Rock Island.
Yeah, and I've been busy with moving jobs, fixing up a house that we're moving into it like this week, and god dang, buying a car. So I've started working at an industrial job where I work 3 12-hour shifts and get paid for 40 hours. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it's 6:30 to 6:30 except for Saturday, where it's 4:30 in the morning to 4:30 at night. I've currently been up for almost 24 hours going to a fur meet. I don't know.
Luckily, I can drive. So
yeah.
At least I can get you back to my place.
At least I can take a power nap on the way back and then cram a bag.
This is true. But yeah, so the other thing is, so you also bought a house.
Yep.
I am in the process of completing a lease.
Oh, you did get it!
Well, we have to sign it still. We were waiting on an email. They never got back to me, but they got back to the main
pretty
person.
That's pretty much third base. You're already making out with the realtor.
We don't have
the landlord. You're smooching the landlord.
I mean,
you're giving him the money.
We haven't given the money yet.
You gotta give him that security deposit so he'll love you.
See, that's the nice thing is I don't live near college campus, so the security deposit is in a full month. It's great.
Wait, is there a place that don't do a full month? Ours was a full month.
Well, but you also live in a very nice place. See, that's the thing, is that it's recently renovated, a nice place, or in some cases subsidized. They will actually, like, there's a limit on how much they can do for security deposit. Yeah. So mine's a set amount, even though rent is double the price.
We're going from that to a 120-year-old farmhouse. with full electrical and gigabit internet.
Yeah.
Because the person that lived there before her parents was an electrician, and the person who lived there before us, her parents, was a radio guy and an internet junkie.
Yeah, so Chewy, in this middle of the road, like middle of nowhere place.
I'm between 3 cities, like 20 minutes spitting distance from each of them.
The only thing I will say is you're on a rail line.
I used to live next to an airport. Nothing phases me.
Well, I mean, yeah, but anyway, so he gets better internet out in the country than I do at my house. Also, at one of my workplaces buildings, and at the nonprofit I help out in Fall River.
You want to know what makes it even worse? You know the pantry that I was turning into the streaming room? There's an internet hookup line straight through the floor already.
Yeah, so I
don't even need to move anything. I just need to plug it in, switch the company's address, and I'm good to go.
See, and that's Spectrum does a really nice. That's the one thing that they do excel at is.
I have the parts. I have my own router. I just need their modem, and I'm good to go.
Which all you need to do is put a move request in, and they'll handle.
Usually, you have to call them though, and then someone with an accent tells you that you did it wrong and that they need to spend 10-20 minutes entering details, and then they try to sell you a better thing with cable.
But anyway, so yeah, I'm jealous about that, but that means Chewy's gonna have a dedicated streaming area,
which means that I don't have to. That my streams won't be based on are people home and do people need to sleep in this room.
I'm getting a 3-bedroom apartment.
Also, that means I'll have full VR space as well in that room.
Same. That's what the 3rd bedroom is VR space and also streaming, and we decided to kind of put the desktops in there. That way, like if I wanted to ever work on our business venture idea thing,
yeah,
I could do that in my own space. By the way, right there's one.
Yes. So
noted, because we're cleaning your place tomorrow.
Oh.
So we need to get snacks.
Yeah, we do need to get some snacks for everybody coming over, because the house was a hoarder home, a mild hoarder home. It definitely wasn't stuff up to the walls, but it was items that expired 6 years ago.
How I would describe it as a typical farmhouse with somebody who grew up in a house that was very affected by
the recession.
That or the Great Depression.
No, it was the recession, because they lived in that house during 2008.
So the thing is a lot of because my grandfather had a lot of stuff. It was a lot of useful stuff though, but a lot of it was organized, sorted, etc.
Yeah, you had that at least.
But he was born in 1933, which was the first year of the Great Depression.
Yeah, that does something to somebody.
So, just due to that, you learn to fix things, drive things. There's an airplane off to my right coming from the airport. Just a bunch of handyman type things. And not gonna lie, some of the stuff that my grandfather had, I use to this day. One of my favorite things is he had a bunch of this landscaping wire. It's 12 gauge copper that's still either lightly used or brand new, and it's perfect for radio stuff.
I mean, 12 gauge is always perfect as long as it's still wrapped up and in good storage. That stuff can last until the wrapping decides it's time for it to expire.
Well, and it actually has the PVC, so it's not going to break down.
Oh yeah, that's even better. But then I used to work as a lineman for a little bit, or a wireman. Lineman is way different than a wireman. But yeah, the coating that they have now, that stuff breaks so easily. If it's cold, you can't run wire. I've gotten days where we were working in an open house, or an open 5-story
you can go
building.
Faster than this on this ramp.
It's a new car. I'm not used to turning this hard.
I know.
I'm driving a boat.
We're literally making a right turn onto the interstate. This is one of my more fun ramps.
The issue is I'm driving something that's the equivalent of a land boat when I'm used to driving like a little like hatchback, essentially.
So that's the thing, it's like
On the plus side, it's got a V8, so it can go real fast.
Yeah, that's why your MPG is 20 miles to the gallon. Which, to be fair, my truck is also a V8 and also is about 20 miles to the gallon. So
yeah, but furry stuff is starting to come back. Social things are starting to come back. Last weekend, not last weekend, 2 weekends ago, I went to Chicago Pride. I went down to Illinois and met up with a few friends who you guys might know, Coloring Book Dog and his multiple partners, and we all went down to Chicago Pride, hung out there for the day, and it was really fun. We got to fursuit for maybe an hour before heat stroke started setting in, and right as we got back into the car park, it started downpouring.
oof.
So like we were so lucky getting our fursuits like out of the rain before like it started.
But they would have been washed then.
Yeah, they would have been washed. It wouldn't have been the end of the world, but like, man, putting away a soggy fursuit is way worse than a dryish one.
So I know what wet dog smells like. What about wet cat?
Usually just a little like hints of kitty litter.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they drag it through everywhere with their paws. Finn, we've been finding, because his litter box in our bathroom, it's going to be in a better place when we move, but you just find little bits of kitty litter everywhere because he catches it in his paws and like drags it around the room.
How is the little baby doing?
He is a menace to society. Also, have we done one since I've got him?
Maybe. I think so.
I don't think we have.
I mean, we've been so busy and crazy and stuff, and I see the Capitol off to the right.
Yeah, so I adopted a cat. His name is Finn. We call him Finnegan because honestly he gets in so much trouble we had to elongate his name to actually yell at him. And he has the most beautiful coat I've ever seen. He is like aggressively bonded to me and like cuddles me aggressively. And he is the most like troublemaker I've ever seen. He will attempt to harass the birds at every chance possible. He will fight the other cat.
Oh, Mew Mew.
And the other cat just panics and tries to run away. She's like 7 and doesn't try to fight him because she's way bigger than him. So I essentially adopted a menace. But I love him. He's so affectionate.
Very fitting for Chewie.
Exactly. Who also turned into a cat. I ended up switching more instead of using Shadow to using Kylo more as my main persona because during the pandemic I kind of I guess had the passion change, you know? You relate to another character more and more.
He decided to not be half and half with K-Line and turn full cat.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, you're a jerk to all the wolves in this society. I mean, will woo at you.
Lynxes are essentially the wolves the wolves of the cat world.
Fair, but it's a bobcat in the United States. Only lynxes in Canada, eh? Where's your maple syrup, eh?
Wisconsin is Canada light, and you know it.
Yes.
Also,
sorry
speaking of that, my snack crate came this month.
It
was Canada.
Nice.
So I just had a maple syrup sucker.
Oh, man.
Do I feel diabetes flowing through my veins?
So that's why you're still awake.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. But, yeah, so with furry events coming back and cons starting to occur.
Oh, so that's the traffic pattern change. Okay.
Yeah, we're dealing... There's been a lot of change in the traffic flow since we've been here, so we're kind of winging it.
This is the 90-94-39 interchange with the belt line.
Maybe 3 people understand what you just said.
Hey, if you're from Madison, you know that right now we're getting on the belt line, and that's all we really need to know. And the thing is like they've been working on this for like 3 years.
Laughs and zoo interchange.
Okay, fair. Zoo interchange in Milwaukee has been worse. Is worse. And it's still not even done.
No, it is. It's done.
No, it's not, because the last part of it, which was to make things a little bit better, Walker actually canceled.
What?
Yeah.
So is it just permanently like not done?
It's permanently not finished, but the last part isn't really like help. Well, it was to make things better for the future, and of course, making anything better for the future isn't on its agenda. So.
Damn, this road work made it clear the air suspension on this is really nice, because there was some huge bumps when switching back to the old road, and we just kind of gently bounced our way through.
Yes, you're also going to want to get one lane over.
That way?
Yeah, just because this will turn off on the 51.
Your turn off on the 51.
Everyone just turns me off.
But, yeah, so...
Hello, sir or madam. Your right blinker is still blinking. Thank you. That was bothering me.
So with cons coming back, like we've seen a few cons have been happening every month now. The Quantifer's coming up next month.
We had a meeting. Yes.
I think I remember seeing that while I was getting ready for bed.
Yeah, I feel a lot better about some things right now. But yeah, a Quantifer's coming up. It's November. It's like 2 weeks within MFF. So that's gonna hurt a little bit. But they're still looking for DanceCon people.
Yeah. I know a few people pulled out their things because they didn't get info early enough to like properly plan. I also heard another Wisconsin con, First Squared, is postponing its con for a couple months due to the fact that the hotel is still under construction.
Yeah, I noticed that like when I went past there a couple weeks ago, I noticed that there was a lot of stuff, and I didn't realize that they were like completely renovating everything.
Well, because I remember the last year we went there, like the people who stayed in the work in progress suites, it was kind of funny because like there were like half finished suites that people were staying in.
Oh yeah, and they had they like printed off paper numbers and put them on the doors.
Yeah, like the
one of them was Sharpied on.
How many people Sharpied their room numbers and fucked with them is like.
Well, no, that was actually the hotel that did that. Because it was an unpainted wall, so yeah. So that was interesting to hear, and
though I saw the bigger convention center being like done like across the way.
That has been done. This is a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. I heard that they want to put a covered walkway between that hotel and the convention center that matches
cool.
the style. That way it is possible to have the convention center, but also that hotel right there as a more convention space, but also you have more hotel space available. Which then makes it makes Brookfield a lot.
Because everyone's been complaining that First Squared is kind of getting too big for the hotel. So now seeing that the hotel is actively addressing that is really nice. Because otherwise we'd have to go like move to the same con space that like Anime Milwaukee's going on in. And let me tell you how much that would suck.
You would not be able to do the same things like First Squared.
You can get away with so much at First Squared. That con is like the con of like, it's okay, my friend. What you did, it was all good.
Well, the hotel really loves the convention.
Yeah.
And that relationship is huge. So much so that they sell out the entire hotel. It's not close enough to the airport, so you don't have to deal with contracts as much. And the one time that they did have an issue, the hotel rectified it by not allowing that group to come back the next year, the same weekend.
Wasn't it like a volleyball tournament?
Yeah.
And they were getting mad that everyone was like partying and stuff, and they just told them that they could deal with it or get out.
Well, they were like, well, they have a contract, and yeah, like, we understand that this may be weird, but they're users of the hotel space just as you guys are. So
it was a bunch of soccer moms getting mad that people were being gay in the pool.
I don't think it was actually that. By the way, Terra Terra is a haunted house that uses the ski lift.
Oh,
I want to go to that,
That sounds cool.
but maybe not this year.
I don't think we have the money this
That's
year.
why not this year.
I have $100 to my name right now.
I got paid yesterday.
There's gonna be a car accident in like a second.
I also figured out how FSAs work. So real life things, hooray!
Yeah, it's been the month of, oh man, everything's really tight and it's kind of rough right now. Oh golly, oh gee, oh my.
Yeah. But yeah, the thing is, so like free things are happening. We're heading to the meet. Aquatifer's coming up. I'm starting to slightly panic about getting first ski running, but that's the thing with First Squared now has me extremely nervous with first ski, because initially I had planned a certain weekends to avoid First Squared's normal weekend, but if First Squared's not happening that weekend, I kind of want to move it to a few weekends later.
Now, I'd recommend against that for one very clear reason. It usually gets way too cold on the week we choose, but also it gets way too hot at the same time.
One year here's the thing.
One year it was 50, the other year it was negative 10.
Yeah, one year it got to negative 10. The other year the Sunday got to 55.
That year that it got to negative 10, I was stuck all night fighting a hangar fire at our local airport. So I was not able to go until like the end of the night, and I got to go to one run and then go home. That was a rough year.
Yeah.
That was a really rough year.
Sorry. But yeah, so that's the thing, is the date hasn't been set yet.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because I've been waiting to hear what the First Square date was. Now knowing that may not even happen.
It's probably going to be in a couple months, like March or April.
I could see an April First Square.
Hey, then it could be on my birthday con.
Oh boy.
Last time I got to do a birthday con was like FWA in like 2018.
Wolfotech never gets a birthday con. Wolfotech's birthday is like a week after New Year's Eve. All the alcohol is already gone.
And there was already all the New Year's Eve cons. Or New Year's cons.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the other thing, is we haven't determined what's gonna happen with that this year. I think this year it may be this is me speculating, so this isn't confirmed. This could always change. My feeling is that we're probably not going to have for New Year's Eve again this year,
which is understandable.
Due to the fact of, like, we want to have it in Dane County. There is still the mask mandate right now and that stuff, but also it's October.
Yeah.
We need to plan a space, and if it happens again, we will let you know. But it's up in the air at the moment, kind of like the picnic was. But that actually reminds me, I probably should reserve the picnic space.
We can just go to my house and shoot off fireworks.
No. Do you want like the entire Wisconsin first community to know where you live?
No, just the cool people.
Well, then we can't have the picnic there.
No, we can just have a cool party.
Oh, I mean, we can still have a cool party.
Yeah.
We got.
We're not doing a New Year's Eve.
We have to do
a party.
We have to do something with your suit, and I also have to do something with a suit.
Well, I need to build a fire pit. Also, we can shoot guns there, so it's obviously an improvement.
I have to see. That's the thing is, I do have to ask. Like, I have a 22.
You can shoot it.
Like, because like when you grow up in rural Wisconsin, yes, the thing is I don't know where it is right now.
How do you lose a gun?
Well, keep in mind what happened when the pandemic first, like 2 weeks into the pandemic. We just talked about this.
Ammo sales?
No.
Gun sales?
It was at my father's place.
Oh yeah.
So when we moved it went to my brother's place, but my brother just sold his house.
I hope they didn't give him a gun.
That's the other thing. My brother moved in with me. Yeah. I walk in from, I worked the football game last night. I walk into my house, and my dog Emmy goes bark, and then suddenly I hear from the other side of the house, bark, 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 bark. They're queuing off each other because Miley is behind, my brother's dog is behind a closed door barking. My dog Emmy is upstairs barking, and they're queuing off each other, so everyone in the household's awake. I'm just like trying to come in. Miley gets through the door somehow, sees me, freaks out. When she freaks out, she pees. Because at the time I was wearing my motorcycle stuff. So like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a red stormtrooper.
You do. You look like one in it.
Nothing to see here. But so I was trying to do everything to prevent her from peeing. And yeah, it's just like, her.
Yeah, that's the reason I have cats, but then I got a cat who yells. So I come into a room and it's just a cat yelling at me about every woe in the world. And I can't understand it. His food bowl is full and his water bowl is full, so I'm gonna guess he's just mad about life.
I just want attention.
I mean, yeah, when I sit down, he like pushes his face his head into my face for like multiple minutes, so I'm going to guess it's attention.
So my older brother has a cat, very social cat, only with my brother and my sister-in-law. The problem is when anybody, I was gonna say we're very close to the tower now that you're getting it very strong. Anyway, so I'm a nerd, leave me alone.
We're aware.
So anyway, my brother he also moved to a new house too that
There's
finally got.
Cars at the dealerships.
Yeah, right? Like, yeah. Well, they're also pinked out right now too.
It's always been pinked out.
Well, they're the ones that host the breast cancer awareness. They actually host it at the dealership. But anyway, like, my brother had his desk downstairs, and the cat never came down there. So he rearranged part of their house, so his desk is now upstairs in the cat's room. The cat has its own room. And the cat has been loving it so much that he has a natural wrist rest.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, and not so much you put your wrist on it, the cat puts its wrist, like, it puts themselves on their wrist. There's a Tesla dealership. That is new.
Cool.
It's right next to Eric's. Holy crap. Want to go buy a Tesla?
I don't have money.
I don't either.
I have $100 to my name for like a week.
Yay, new jobs.
New jobs and buying a car at the exact same time is not the best combo.
Well, you also bought a house too, so
You get farming subsidy loans that make it so you pretty much are just buying a house with like magic money that doesn't exist.
fair.
Money is an illusion and it only exists to feed capitalism. Because, like,
This is
man,
true.
you can work your way around it in such stupid ways for some reason. If you buy a house that's anywhere on farmland, you could pretty much get it with like a no interest loan if you ask hard enough.
Well, and if you also, like, yeah. Well, that's the thing is, you just need to know where, it's no turn red, just so you know.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the other thing is, like, one benefit about having the bike recently, I haven't been eating out as much. And if I do eat out, it's like something little. On the bike, I can't have like a drink to go, so I don't refill it on the way out. So like, I feel like I lost weight this last week.
With my walking and stuff, and you know, getting a new job where I have a bit more physical labor than being a delivery driver. My feet hurt a lot because I'm always standing for 12 hours a day for 3 days straight. and I'm definitely getting over my 10,000 steps. So I think I'm going to slim up. Because I'm also eating way less at work because I really don't have a way to binge. Like, I'm actively restricted.
Yeah. We.
Can't stop me.
But yeah. So anyway, yes. First, fluffed up is returning.
It should be easier now because I live like 10 minutes from Whiffletech.
Yes. Like during the summertime, I could just hop on the bike and hop over because I can keep. Oh, they're gonna go that way. So yeah. Well, welcome to Ooglers.
But anyways, guys, I've been Chewy.
Ooglers. This is Wolftalk. Oh man, I'd missed seeing that.
And we will see you all
Furry
later.
stickers and windows. Where is it? What is this place?
Goodbye.
Bye.